Scarpins Avenue.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Sklar Bro Country, the virus edition, aka the Pandy Pods,
aka Two Jews No Rod Carews,
aka Two Jews No Harmon Killabrews,
aka Two Fine Fellows No Saul Bellows.
I got a bunch from Hudda Man, aka Real Wild Hogs Reveal Riled Dogs.
That's a little bit true. I
aka Right Fresher, aka Slight Pressure, okay.
Yes.
That's so good. The AKA man, Hudda Man, the AKA man, AKA Two Flare Tees, Four Bare Knees. That's it.
That's right.
We're here, guys. This is it. We do this show just to give you guys a little bit of a break, and we love doing it for you. That's it. 30 minutes out of the day, 25 minutes out of your day to just breathe.
Understand that no matter what dumb or bizarre behavior you have, it is not the dumbest behavior or the most bizarre behavior that's happening within this pandemic. We seek it out. We call it out. That's what we do. And hopefully we champion the causes that you guys believe in. We want to remind people we have a live Dumb People Town that is coming up on...
We'll get to that. We'll mention that later. But first, let's get into our first story.
Let's do our first story. Okay. It is one thing to not like your neighbor.
That happens all the time.
We've all had horrible neighbors, whether it was growing up or currently right now you have a terrible neighbor. And if you're playing this loudly, I hope they hear it.
Yeah. If you're going to move next to neighbor, it's just be...
To me, that should be the last thing you do before you buy a house. You should get to meet the neighbors.
Right.
That's it. Like, you could be ready to sign on the dotted line. It could be a beautiful house. Shitty neighbors ruin a beautiful house. That's a fact.
This guy, I'm sorry. I don't want to live next to the Golden State Killer. I don't care how good the backyard is.
I understand neighbor hate, by the way. I understand. It's an entirely different thing, though, okay, to want to put dead animals on your old neighbor's gravestone.
Now that kind of hate.
That's a level of neighbor hate, because like I've had neighbors that I hated. I moved essentially because of a shitty
bad neighbor. But like
to want to put dead animals on your dead neighbor's grave, that's hate that you're carrying with you.
Especially
for a long time.
if your neighbor isn't buried in his backyard.
Right.
You have to like go
or
to
in your front yard. So
you got to go to a cemetery to get this hate out.
That's a level of hate that I cannot understand, and that is the level of hate that we are
dealing
with this first story. Joseph Allen Stroud,
79 years young.
79.
Should know better.
I guess let's give him credit for doing anything at that age.
Or not. I feel like I'd rather he
79
was
might be
doing
the new 69. All right.
Is it?
This piece of work, Joseph Allen Stroud, was arrested for defacing objects of public respect. I've never heard of that before.
That's a gravestone. It's
Okay.
an object of
I
public
know,
respect.
but like it's such a rare disrespect
that we've never heard of it before.
Right.
You're forcing them to coin new terms for gravestones.
Shannon Nobles, and she is the noble one in this story.
She is the noble one.
Told police May 31st that her family started to find dead animals on the gravestone of her grandfather, Fred Allen McKinney.
Fred Allen McKinney does sound like the father in My Three Sons.
Sounds like any number, or he was also the butcher on the Brady Bunch.
There you go. Fred Allen McKinney. He was a character actor from the late 70s.
He got all the roles that Paul Lynde wouldn't do.
Right, exactly.
And you guessed it, Stroud was the culprit. So Joseph Allen Stroud, 79, was the one who was caught. Okay, but here's the crazy detail. McKinney died in April 2015. So Stroud lay in wait for 5 years.
Plotting this thing to that. He was
The 5-year long play when you're 74 is a lot of confidence in your lifespan.
I think signing a 2-year
lease
wireless
on a car.
phone contract at 74 is risky.
That's a risky move. The 5-year long play. Okay, at first, the McKinney family thought the animals were coming to the grave to pay their respects. No, coming to the grave,
eating fake flowers, and then dying.
Right. But then they removed the fake flowers and still found the animal carcasses.
Maybe they were coming to the grave, realizing that there were no fake flowers, and then just dying out of despair.
Themselves.
Yeah.
Here's the carcass, sir. I'll go back and pick up the leash.
Here's the leash, sir.
Here's the leash. I'll pick up the rest of the carcass off the road.
Yeah.
Is this your idea of a good place to eat? Dog killer. Great line. So then the family got to work, detective work.
Yeah.
To find
now
out
you got to put up cameras
because you're like, okay.
Now we gotta catch somebody.
We got a mystery. We can be local sleuths. They put cameras pointed at the grave, and they caught a guy placing a dead animal on the grave and then heading back to get into a gray Dodge Journey. Now, a Dodge Journey. Have you ever heard of that car
I've
before?
seen one, but it's
I've
rare.
never heard of that car.
It's very rare. It's like a snow leopard.
So
You
a
just don't
Dodge
see it.
Journey, that feels like a car that only comes in gray.
Yeah.
Am
and
I right?
It comes with a bag of candy to offer neighborhood kids.
I wonder if Steve Perry drives a Dodge Journey.
I've
If they
never-
just gave him one.
I've never stopped believing that Steve Perry drove a Dodge Journey. Yeah.
Seriously, have you ever seen this car advertised
Never.
at all, Randy?
Never.
Have you ever
it's like
seen
the
it?
Jeep Eagle Talon. You know they exist, but just
Right.
car dealerships are embarrassed that they
Right.
have
They're
them.
like, we have these, and then we also
We
have
had
these
something
over
in a
here.
back lot if you want to take a look at it.
The Dodge Journey, it starts off used. They need new ad campaigns.
The Dodge Journey, when your journey stops 500 yards from an elementary school.
The Dodge Journey, when life takes you to a dead end.
The Dodge Journey with removable seats for more corpses.
For corpse storage.
Yeah.
The Dodge Journey, welcome to rock bottom.
The Dodge Journey, now with no windows.
The Dodge Journey, she'll probably come back.
The Dodge Journey, you really didn't want your kids for more than 2 weekends a month anyway, did you?
Did you?
Yeah.
The Dodge Journey, because anywhere can be an unofficial daycare center.
Right. The Dodge Journey, they can't prove that you were at the scene of the crime.
There are those cars that like you've never seen them new. Like I've never seen you. I guarantee you've never seen a new Dodge Journey.
Nope.
I mean, it's rare to see a new Dodge anything,
But a Journey.
let alone a Dodge Journey. All right, here's a crazy detail. The person seen on camera was wearing a white and teal women's jacket and a white woman's wig.
A white woman's wig? Or
I think it's a white
wig,
women's wig.
Women's style wig.
I mean,
A woman's wig that was white.
That was white. Okay. So either this is how Joseph Allen Stroud gets off with
Dressing in women's clothing.
which,
You never know.
look, if that's your thing and you're 79 and Nick gets you there, then
You
good
got
for
there.
you.
Good.
Keep doing it. Or this is his way to try to pin this on his wife.
Exactly.
Right?
She drives a Journey.
She knows what's up. So Nobles was driving by the cemetery, saw someone put the dead animal on the grave, and then get into the Dodge Journey.
And was
this
like,
is the most that anyone's uttered the words Dodge
Dodge
Journey
Journey.
ever.
we should be sponsored by the Dodge Journey.
So like a boss,
Yeah.
Nobles follows this car and
What?
decides to take video.
No way.
Followed them to a parking lot where she noticed that it was Stroud,
Right.
who had a farm right next door to her grandfather's farm.
Okay. So this
So-
is, she starts remembering.
So, okay, she remembered there was a dispute between the two. There was a lawsuit. She thought that Stroud had lost. I'd
Yeah.
say based on the dead animals, he lost.
he lost. This is him trying to get back.
And this is the part of the story that I feel like is the most relevant to the world that we're living in right now. Okay. Nobody can lose anymore.
Yeah. No one can accept losing.
Right?
Like no one.
No
you
one
see-
can just take a loss and then move on.
Yeah. Like people don't concede elections.
Yeah.
They just don't lose. They're like, it's
No one can accept the punishment
Right.
anymore. And this comes with what I say is the assault on facts that this stupid dipshit of a loser in the White House has perpetrated. Rules don't matter. Even if you lose a lawsuit, don't appeal.
just get even. Just throw a dead
Ruin
animal at their
someone's
grave.
life. Ruin someone else's life.
Yeah.
If your life is ruined, then why should you just take it? Like,
But
there
who
used
is
to be
this ruining though? Whose
But-
life is it
okay, so that's the thing. It's like take the whole I'm going to take the whole thing down. I'm going to grab tight on this thing and pull everything down.
That's
and
right.
that's where we've come in this society. It's
So
like even if you screwed up, the people who screwed up used to be like, you got me, or I'll fight it. I'll fight it through the courts, and if I lose, I lose. Then I
you
lose.
move on.
Then you lose.
But now you're punishing this guy's grandkids who have to
Right.
go to the grave and see the dead animals.
this isn't even the dude you have beef with.
That's
okay,
right.
Stroud. This is their kid, like kids and grandkids.
grandkids.
That's what a baby
It's not
you
even.
are.
It's not even aimed at the right person. That's the
You don't
thing.
you don't even care that your retaliation is aimed at the right guy. You just need to get it out. That's what a baby does.
Well, I'm
That's
sure
what a
the
little kid
dead
does.
animals didn't ruin the gravestone, right?
No, they left a brown stain on the
Oh, okay,
tombstone.
great.
So now the entire stone
and that's
needs,
not going to cost anything.
it needs to be replaced at the cost of $2,500.
Okay, that's another lawsuit you're going to lose. So you wanted another one just to keep it going?
So what are you going to do? You're going to drive your Dodge Journey over to Noble's house and take a dump in her bird bath? Is that what you're going to do?
The Dodge Journey, it's like an adult diaper on wheels.
Look, I am so sad to say that in the last 3 years, we've become a nation that is unable to lose with grace and to come back better than
Cut your
when we lost.
losses and move on.
Or even admit that you made a mistake. No one's willing to be like, I made a mistake.
Right.
They're like, how can I pin this on someone else? How can I retaliate and make it worse for them, pull them down as I'm going down?
That's right.
It's like, I wonder in so many ways, this is the question that we're looking at as we look forward to November. Like someone's going to lose.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's the guy who doesn't know how to lose, then what's going to happen?
Yep, that's a great question.
I mean, are we going to have the metaphoric equivalent of dead animals being placed on the tombstone of America?
You're going to have a brown stain.
A brown stain on Mount Rushmore? Maybe.
Yep, maybe.
Who knows?
All right, that's our first story, guys.
Story.
That's it. Second story. Oh man, have we got? We got a great one. It's about a Florida man who does something wrong, which of course that just is Florida man.
That's almost redundant and repetitive.
Stay with us. We'll see you guys right after the break.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show.
We talked about it before a little
yes.
bit. On September 26th, Saturday night, we're doing a live Dumb People Town with Mike Birbiglia, the great Mike Birbiglia, and Mike Doty, the lead singer from
about
Soul
half
Coffee.
sold out now. It's almost halfway there, and it's on its way out. So
get your tickets. Go to eventbrite.com. Look up Live Dumb People Town, September 26th. You want to check it out. We just did it this past weekend with the Jim Gaffigan and Ben Lee, and it was so much fun. Everyone who came to that, we're at the meet and greet before and afterwards. Get your tickets for that. That was a blast too. We really got to spend time with people. And
half of the VIPs for the post show are already gone. So just
get on it.
We want you guys there.
We want to see you guys.
We're on TikTok at Sklar Brothers. We had our first video go pseudo viral. That was kind of fun.
Yeah,
we're putting up more stuff there. Go to our YouTube page, Sklar Bro Country.
Let's jump into this.
All right, let's do this one.
I feel like these days, most people feel like they're operating under a different set of rules than the normal times.
So this is almost in relationship to what we just talked about.
Right. But a lot of people are working from home now, and that may stay the same after we go back. Like there are a lot of reasons why you don't have to battle a hour and a half commute to get to work.
I wonder if that's going to change like traffic and how the world works.
I think it would be better, don't you? Like everybody I know who works in LA far from where we live is so happy that they don't have to commute.
Right. So if there is a way, like maybe this pandemic eliminates the sort of bloated office structures.
Yeah.
And look, if you got to go in, so you go in 2 days a week.
That's right.
And
but you're going at different times, and maybe the traffic isn't as bad. And listen, we're going to be at home. We're not wasting hours commuting. We are helping our kids online, which is not fun at all.
No, it's not fun.
But there are less people on the roads these days, and maybe that's why this guy in Florida did what he did recently.
Okay. Maybe. We'll see.
And yes, of course, it was Florida. Even Florida, with its pandemic,
pandemic schmandemic
attitude, may feel a little bit differently than some people. Or, maybe there's less people on the road, or this guy was just so drunk, he wanted to go for a ride.
Okay.
Here we go.
A
Florida man with multiple drunk driving convictions on his rap sheet. That could be anybody.
Now you've described half the state.
He opens a lot of conversations with that. I got a lot of drunk driving convictions. Okay, sue me,
sir.
Sue me.
This is a Chinese restaurant.
Studio.
Okay,
like he's had that conversations with a complete stranger for years.
Right.
Like he's finishing something that was never started between these two people.
Right.
And he's like
he's in mid conversation with someone
sue me. We're like, no one's even talking to you right now.
No one's arguing with you. We're just all hoping you stop.
So this guy with multiple drunk driving convictions is now facing another DUI charge after the police spotted him driving his lawnmower down the middle of the highway. Lawnmower in the middle of the highway, Jay.
Lawnmower. So there are
a lot of things could be at work here.
Sometimes there is a grass median in the middle of the highway, and sometimes maybe he's just being proactive to say, look, I can do this job. I'm just trying to find work for myself.
On some level, he's thinking to himself, if I'm on a riding mower, I'm not going to get busted.
Right.
He thinks that's not a car, and so you're fine.
Do you have Mowing the Lawn, that song by Detroit?
Yes.
I want to find it, and I want to put your microphone
Since it's not a car, he's in the clear. That's what I think he's stealing. Like you can.
I want whoever it is, our engineers, to put the song "Mowing the Lawn" underneath this.
I'll get it to him. Okay. Like you can only get a DUI if you're in a car. That's what he's thinking.
There you go.
Lawnmower on the highway is like seeing someone in a bathing suit at a wedding.
Yes.
It's like, yeah,
you're shocked at
you're
first.
Physically able to do that.
Right.
We're not on the beach, but like I guess
I do think lawnmowers have been upgraded to a point where they look like they're. And didn't we do lawnmower racing?
We did.
Lawnmower racing on Cheap Seats, where the first part of the race, it's almost like Le Mans, where they like have to run to the lawnmowers for the
And then start up.
And it's like, you don't want to see, like, half of them were in jeans. Like, they're not in running clothes. Like,
Lawnmower on the highway is like a raccoon at a family cookout. All right. You're going to have to shoot him to stop him from ruining things.
Right. You're like, look, we got to kill this in front of the kids.
Lawnmower on the highway is like a 9-year-old at a strip club. Right. He's going to try and go all the way, but he needs to be stopped before he hurts himself.
Right. Or someone needs to be like, this is not safe. You're not supposed to be here.
Lawnmower on the highway is like Steven Seagal in a Wes Anderson movie. You know he's going to try and front kick Jason Schwartzman because he, quote, doesn't like the cut of his stash.
Right. Or you're like, I think I know why this is happening, but I'm not sure, and I don't know if it was a good idea afterwards.
Lawnmower on the highway is like meat in a McRib. You're just not going to find it.
Right.
It's rare that you actually do find it.
Or you're shocked to learn that it happened.
Lawnmower on the highway is like taking a Segway up to Sturgis, and we've got a Sturgis story. So you're going to get run the F over. So get ready.
Yes.
Lawnmower on the highway is like drinking at breakfast.
Yeah.
You think nobody's seeing you do it, but you're all over the place.
And we can smell the vodka in your Cheerios. We smell it at the table.
Paul Burke, 48. That's our age. 48.
PB, bud.
Pulled over on Thursday night. The dude looks like he's our father if our father was bloated from severe alcoholism.
Isn't that great?
And he was about to pee blood.
So there are moments where I'm like, look, we got into, comedy and drinking is kind of like part of the world.
It is.
And it would have
It's
been
a
very
nighttime.
easy. It would have been very easy to fall into that and like just be into that universe. The fact that we didn't means that I think we look our age.
Right.
Or we look younger than our age.
As Burke drove on Highway 316 near his home in Fort McCoy, a community just north of Ocala, Burke, atop a Husqvarna riding lawnmower, was driving significantly.
Well, at least it was a riding mower.
Below the 55 mile per hour speed limit.
Yeah.
What do you think he was going? I mean, I don't know. I don't know the answer. 10, 14 miles an hour.
15, 20.
And weaving.
Yeah.
Right? In oncoming
Is
traffic.
he in the median?
He's probably yelling, "Get off my lawn" to everybody who was driving by him.
Oh,
Burke, who told Marion County Sheriff's Office deputy that he did not have a driver's license. That was the first thing that comes out of his mouth.
I don't have a driver's license. We didn't ask you.
Yeah, acknowledge that I have had maybe a little too much to drink tonight.
It's okay.
If he's saying maybe he had a little too much to drink, how much has he had to drink?
He's had like a trash can full of jungle juice.
Like 3 handles of pop-off vodka.
Yes.
Which he calls vodka.
Vodka.
He calls it vodka.
Vodka.
I had 3 handles of vodka. It's you're flipping the D and the K.
Vodka. It's what I say. Vodka.
Midway through the second handle, that's where he was at. After a wobbly Burke, that you could describe him at any of a number of
his whole
things.
life he's been
his
wobbly.
kid's custody hearing. A wobbly Burke was unable to perform field sobriety tests. He told the cop, I would have kept giving him the test. I would have just kept giving him the test. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just tell him after he completed the test, okay, we're going to give you the test now. And he was like, well, we just did. I'd be like, no, sir, we have
you got
not
to do
started.
it again. We got to do it again until you get it right. That's your Christmas video.
Now touch your nose with your heart.
Mm-hmm.
He said, just take me to jail at one point, an exasperated Burke mentioned, and he motioned towards his ride and said, I'm on a lawnmower.
So he wants to be caught. He wants to go to jail.
He knew right from wrong.
Yeah.
Jay, all right? He knew he shouldn't have been riding on that thing on the highway. I love that he said
That's a death wish. That's a guy who wants to die.
I love that he said he's currently on a riding mower when he pointed to it and can see that it's over there.
I'm riding on a lawnmower. I'm on a lawnmower.
He's just on his mower. Due to multiple prior DUI convictions, Burke was charged with a pair of felonies. Wait, why is he out at all? And my question is, if
his lawnmower needs one of those things that you have to take a breathalyzer to in order to turn it on. So
here's the deal. What if he was driving along the highway on the grass?
Mm-hmm.
Could he get busted for that if he was drunk driving along that thing? He's not on the road.
Mm-hmm.
What if he's saying I was doing a little night mowing?
Mm-hmm.
Night Mowing, my favorite REM song, by the way.
Night mowing deserves a quiet night.
Just doing some light night mowing. Ossifer. He was released Monday by county jail after posting $11,000 bail. Dude, he posted $11,000. So you know he was saving that up.
He knew he
for
was
a night
going.
like tonight, right?
He knew he was going.
He
down.
knew he was going to do something stupid, and boom, that money came in handy. I mean, not saving it for his future, just saving it or for his kids.
He's saving it for the next time that he's going to get busted.
Right? It was probably in a mason jar in his kitchen cabinet, crumpled 1s and 5s.
Yeah.
11 grand in crumpled 1s and 5s. Burke's rap sheet includes other convictions of grand theft, cocaine possession, forgery, and leaving the scene of a car crash. Forgery. That's when you know he thinks he's smarter than he is, right? Forgery is like, I can pull this one over on people.
Yeah. Forgery is one of those things where you think it looks better than it is.
I'll get away with it. You'll
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
How many times he said to his girlfriend or ex-girlfriend, you'll see.
Yeah, I got this.
Cocaine and grand theft. So riding a lawnmower on the highway, that's the least of his problems.
Yeah, that's probably the mildest.
with the suspended license. I mean, come on.
He's like a country Al Capone. They got him on taxes.
They got him
on the taxes.
Al Capone killed a lot of people and they busted him on taxes.
They
This
got
is what
him
it
on
is.
the taxes.
He's sloppy. This is the definition of being sloppy. I'm sure he had no lights on,
No.
right? He's probably wearing dark clothing.
He was
like
probably
you can't see
trying to bag stuff too. He's probably trying to not just mow the lawn, but bag
waiting
it.
to get plowed into, maybe.
Yeah. Well,
So
he was
also-
plowed.
It's also a great indication as to how drunk you are when you try and mow a highway.
Yeah.
If you think you can mow this highway and really get it clean and neat, that's your issue.
But this is, I think, because there are less people on the road, I think he
He
thought he
thinks
could
like,
pull it
I
off.
can pull it off. I can do it. I don't think he was trying to get anywhere either.
I think he was trying to
just-
get caught.
That's what I think.
I
Just
think he was
driving
trying to
around.
get caught.
Just driving around. Some people want to get caught. He had $11,000 burning a hole in that jar in his kitchen cabinet. Gotta spend it.
Spend it.
And there it goes. That's a show. All right, guys, that's a show. Listen, we love you guys. Stay connected, stay protected, don't get infected. Wear a mask, everybody.
Please.
This is not a hoax.
We've got the jokes.
And we will see you tomorrow.
La-ti-da, la-ti-da-ti-da-ti-da, la-ti-da-da.